Now, kids love cooking breakfast in bed for Mother's Day, and despite good intentions, it doesn't always end up well. Well, with a decision between burnt toast and runny eggs, Mom may just end up choosing cereal. However, Liam Lewis is a kid prodigy in the kitchen. He's known online as the little Locavore. 13 years old. Liam is an active blogger too, and I'm so glad you were able to come in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
How did you get interested in cooking?
I was 8 years old at the time when I first started getting into cooking, and my parents had recently taken away television, so I was bored. We lived in a rural part of Ontario, so there was nothing really much to do, so I guess I just got in the kitchen and took it up as a hobby, and now it's just grown.
Okay, so Mother's Day coming up. What are some suggestions you have for people who can do something at home?
Yeah, so here we have actually a savory bread pudding, which is something I really like to make. It's super simple. It's actually just the main ingredients are pancetta, parmesan, and asparagus, sort of the toppings that goes in it. But it's actually it's really just as the same as a regular bread pudding, but it's just savory, so it's instead of dessert, it can be your brunch or your main course.
Okay, so what are you going to be serving up for your mom this weekend?
So Mom will most likely be getting this. Another thing that's really good is probably a yogurt parfait for younger kids to make. It's super simple. Basically all you need is granola, yogurt, and any of your mom's favorite fruits.
Okay, but I want to go back to you in your own kitchen as an 8, 9, 10-year-old, now 13-year-old. How have your parents reacted to your interest in cooking?
My parents have been very encouraging to me in the kitchen. They've helped me out a lot. I couldn't be here today if it weren't for them, but I think before I got into cooking, our family didn't have the best chefs, and so now I'm kind of training them to be better cooks, I could say.
You're training your parents now?
Yes.
So how do you share the duties at home? I mean, how often will you cook a meal for your parents?
I try and cook as often as I can. I am very busy sometimes, so my parents do cook a lot. And so it's just, we have shared roles in the kitchen. Okay,
any other favorite foods? Why don't you cut a slice of this while you're telling me about some other things that you like to make at home.
So, Mother's Day coming up. This is actually really simple because all you do is you have your bread and then you soak it in eggs. Cut it some more.
There you go. It looks like a frittata, but it's the bread that makes the difference.
Yeah, it's the bread.
And it's savory.
Yeah.
So the pancetta
super
in
delicious.
How do you, I mean, you have lots of friends. Are you a popular guy at school because you're the guy that can cook?
Sometimes it's the case, but a lot of my friends actually have started getting into cooking since I've sort of shared what I'm doing with them. So it's definitely great to see sort of the effect I had.
Okay, can I try a little bit of this? I love it. So Liam, where do you think this is all going to take you? I mean, this love of food.
I definitely want to be a chef one day. I'm not sure where or when, but that's definitely my goal.
I think you cooked this just before you came into the studio.
Yeah.
Like, it's warm and delicious. Really awesome. Any last minute tips for some kids out there who want to cook something for their parents this weekend?
If you are younger, make sure you're following a recipe because, like you said, I'm not sure Mom wants runny eggs for breakfast. But just sort of make sure she's loved and show her that you know, you can cook in the kitchen and it's not all that hard.
This is going to win her over for sure. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.